welcome to your workout. Today is just going to be focusing on our legs, but we'll be on our side body. So we will do some hip openers, some kicks, extensions, all that good stuff to work and tone the legs and to lengthen and strengthen that part of your body, your hips, things that need a little bit of stretching. And we'll get started in just a second. So let's go ahead, get down on our mats. We're just gonna start with a little bit of a warm up. So you can point and flex your foot in this waving motion, or you can even do little circles when you get up here. So alternate or just do one or the other, pointing and flexing. You feel it differently. So if you're flexing your foot, you're feeling it a little bit differently, and then if you're pointing it, you're feeling it maybe more down the middle, down the front. So you just want to do a few of these kicks, and whatever you put into this exercise is what you're going to kind of feel. So if you're really flexing and pointing, you're going to feel that a little bit stronger in the legs and down that side body, whereas if you're just doing it sloppily, you might not feel too much. But you can tighten up or tense up. You can even hover here and do some of these little baby pulses. Let's do some circles. Lots of variations that you can do. You're not really stuck to one movement. You can also do this propped up on your elbow if that's more comfortable for you. So right now I'm just doing the leg circles. And just by doing for maybe 30, 40 seconds, in this position, my leg is starting to get that fatigue. And if you even slow it down or just hold here, you're gonna start feeling that right in the backside here in the glute. So, just get it to where you feel that fatigue, find a position and make yourself hold it there. And then, we're gonna hold a little bit longer. Then let's pick up the other foot and join. And you're just relaxing on the meaty part of your hip. Come here, Bob. Come here, buddy. Come here. Hi. You're relaxing on the meaty part of your hip, and that way you're not feeling it too much in that hip bone. And then let's just point and flex. Just point your feet. You can alternate pointing and flexing, and again, feeling that deep muscle fatigue in that hip. So I'm just kind of trading off here, pointing and flexing and bouncing the feet. And then let's hold for about 20 more seconds. If you tighten up and push into it, you're feeling stronger. And then relax. And then let's do this, this clamshell. So from this position, you're just gonna open and close the knees. Also, you can pick both knees up off the floor. This does entail some balance on that hip. Again, if you're resting the hip, you're just opening and closing the knee. But when you're adding in this balance, it gives you a little bit of a challenge. I feel that in my obliques too. And do maybe about 20 of those, then come to a rest, and let's just point the knees and lift them up. Point down and lift up. And that was about 10 of those. Okay, then we're gonna tap the foot out. So you're gonna take it to the front and then lift it up high to the back. Big old kick, or you can make it a low kick. And 19 and 20. Okay, so we're at our resting point now. Let's take the leg and slide it up and down for some hip openers. Just do about 10 of these. Push it up, get that full extension. If you have trouble with it, use your hand to lift the leg up. You can have some assistance. You can even just bring your knee in. If you can't extend your leg all the way, bring it in. Maybe try to pull the leg open just a little bit. And then when you get up to maybe the 10th one, you're gonna hold your leg or some part of your leg up here. Okay, and then we're gonna do our side kick. So bring the leg down. Again, we're in this hovering position and we're gonna keep it hovering and swing it up to the front of your body. So you can place both hands behind the head or even rest the other hand in front of you. This kind of gets in the way. So that's the reason we're putting it back there. Maybe some other reasons, but my reason for now is just so the arm is not in the way. And we're just side kicking. And that's about 10 of those. And then let's tap that leg out onto the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, go all the way to 10. 9 and 10. Then bend the knee. Hi, little puppy. Bend the knee, roll your upper body to the back. You can even put your hand against a wall or reach for something to extend and stretch. Maybe pop the back, crack the back. Carefully come out of it. Let's come up onto a hip. So you're either in this position and we're gonna do some hip dips. Hip dips can look like this, or you can go into a full leg extension and dip the hips this way. 8, 9, 10. Let's hold this plank for 20 seconds. And then let's thread the needle. If you need to put the knee back to the floor, you can. This is a side plank, side forearm plank, but maybe add a little challenge or put the knee on the floor. And 10. Woo! Then we're gonna come up into a side plank on the hand. Again, if you want to practice the side plank with a knee to the floor, do it like this, or go ahead and take both legs out. You can stagger your feet or extend both legs, and then try to push that hip up a little bit higher. Hold for 20 seconds. And then swing it back around. Let's go into a regular plank, and then we're gonna take it to the other side. So regular plank, if you wanna do it from your knees, just press your hips forward, not sinking the belly. Keep the belly pressed up, and so you're at an angle, not a curve. And you're just gonna hold here, pick up your knees if you want to, and hold. Bring the abs to the center of the body, so if you feel like you're just hanging out there, see if you can activate the core. Maybe tighten the abs or contract those muscles. The way I can visualize that is if my heels are out wide, pull the heels in, your glutes are gonna come together, and so will your abs in the middle. And keep those heels strong. So if you're keeping the heels strong, the whole center of your body is nice and strong. All right, come down. Let's do this in reverse. So let's start with our side plank, and then we'll go in through the other exercises. So side plank, either on the knee or up high. Try to push that hip up. We're doing everything in reverse. I hope I can remember what we did. And bring it down. Let's come into our side arm plank, so either a knee to the floor or both legs extended. Let's do thread the needle. Feet can be staggered if you want. And then you're just gonna hold your side plank here. Then dip the hips. 9, 10, come down. Let's do our side kick tap. So let's tap the foot right here in the front. And then we're gonna tap big, and we're also going to do that side kick. You can also rest your hand out in front. When you do the side kick, you wanna put your hand behind your head. $19 and $20. Stacking the feet again, and then let's side kick it. We're gonna do that stretch in just a second. And drop that leg to the floor, and then roll the shoulder back for a good spine twist stretch. A couple of good breaths here. And then come back, and then let's do our hip opener. If you need assistance pulling that leg, you can do it that way, or you can use a band or a belt or a towel even. So if you were using the towel, you would just give your leg some assistance lifting up and down. And then on the 10th one, you're gonna go to that full extension. My lower back is cracking. Okay, then let's bring it down. Let's do our clamshell knees. So the legs are hovering, or they're resting, one knee is resting on the floor. That was about 10 of those. Then let's tap the knees and lift them up. Tap and up. You're getting some assistance from your core, lowering and lifting these knees. Then extend the legs again. Let's hover the feet. You can stay on the meaty side of your hips. So if you need to readjust, hold the feet up there. You can point or flex. You can do little taps. Then drop one foot to the floor, and let's hover this leg. The top leg is hovering. And then you can do some circles. Keep it up there for a while, and you start feeling that fatigue in the hip and the glutes. Reverse the direction. And then we can lower and lift. I'm flexing my foot. I feel it really deep in that glute muscle, that hip and glute. And then let's hold up there again. And then we're gonna do some double leg lifting. I don't think we did those yet. So you're on the meaty side of your hip, and you're just pulsing the legs up together. And then bring the knees in. Woo. And then we're gonna do a couple of other exercises, and then we will be done. Let's come into the hundreds position. So your feet are picking up off the floor. You're in a 90-degree tabletop. You don't want the hips crunched in like this. Push out on the hips so you've got a nice line here. And you can also extend your legs if you want to challenge yourself. And let's inhale for 4 and exhale for 6, all the way up to 100. That's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 10 more, and 100. And bring the knees in. And let's do a couple of inversions. I get a lot of requests for these inversions. So if you want to do some inversions, you can just do rollbacks, rollovers, and then you're going to let your spine carefully unfold on the mat. So just a couple of these. This lower abdominal region is doing the work. And you can do some taps and kicks, maybe like you're running behind yourself. And then you can also bicycle the legs. These are good stretches, good to change up your blood flow a little bit, reverse the direction there. Press your feet together. I like to do these little hip twists up in the air. You can also push the legs up and down, so you can open and close the knees or go wide and narrow. Good little exercise for the glutes here. Open and close the knees. That is like this. Fan it out, and then put the knees to the forehead if you want. And then we're gonna undo your bridge. You wanna work on the glutes as you're pushing your hips up and down. Think about where that movement's coming from. It's the glutes pushing up. So making that pushing motion to lift your hips up into the air, you're activating those muscles that need the work and not really using the lower back as much. Woo. And then we're gonna roll it back to the front. And that's going to be it for today. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a great day. More recipes are coming. Been really busy. We went on a field trip from my son's school to the Kennedy Space Center, and that was a lot of fun. So I'm just trying to get back on track. So I hope you're having a great day. Have a great long weekend, and we'll catch up soon. Bye.